is out. The summertime is just about gone. All that's left to think about the fishing coming on. Who's got the latest information?
One more cast. Hook off on the road.
Or charter boat cruise.
You could be the kid down at the filling station, saying, buddy, have you heard the news?
Hey buddy, have you heard the news? King mackerel and the blues are running all along the coast. Talk about
Folks, Captain Chris
fishing.
Medlin coming to you from East Coast Sports here on beautiful Topsail Island. Looks like we've got some clouds rolling in here at the moment, but it looks like it's going to shape up to be a great weekend for fishing, guys. So first we're going to start with a fishing report. If you're on the sound side, the red drum have been biting just about everywhere. Look for them on some oyster rocks, look for them around some docks, and even up on the shoals out in the ocean. There's been some good catches coming from there. You're going to see some pictures here in just a little bit. So that, and they are also starting to catch some decent numbers of flounder inside. Live bait is going to probably be your best bet, but a bucktail is always a good go-to if you don't have that. On the surf, I've seen some good red drum coming from the surf. They're being caught on plugs close to the inlets. We're seeing a few sea mullet, pompano, just kind of a mixed bag in the surf. A few people have been catching some decent numbers of spots while they've been out there in the surf, mainly fishing with shrimp and sand fleas. Those fish bites things work pretty good too. On the piers, they've been catching good numbers of Spanish in the morning, also some speckled trout at the south end early in the morning. We've also seen some good numbers of red drum on the end of the piers and some black drum right up in the surf. We did see a few spots over this past week. Seaview Pier had some decent numbers of spots in the cooler. You'll see that in just a little bit too. Near shore, we've been catching good numbers of black sea bass. Also been catching some ringtails. Oh wait, come on over here. This young man, what was your name again?
Nicholas.
Nicholas went fishing with Captain Dave Gardner on the Bondi Cay, right?
Yes.
And what'd you catch, Nicholas?
Black sea bass, some snapper, and ringtails.
And ringtails? Good job, brother. Congratulations. You send me some pictures and I'll put you in your report, okay?
Okay.
All right. But if you do the near shore trip, he'll be able to tell you what they're catching: sea bass, ringtails, a few snapper. If you do half day offshore, you'll be catching king mackerel, sea bass, as well as a lot of AJs if you want to get a good tug. Getting out 3/4 days, you can start picking up some mahi along with those king mackerel. Full day, you're going to be able to get out there and catch some decent numbers of mahi, as well as some nice triggers and groupers as well. In the stream, the mahi bite has been on fire. You're going to see some pictures here in just a little bit of some massive catches of mahi over this past week, and they're still biting, guys. So I'm going to come right back with our charter report and some pictures. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, we're back. So with the pictures here, we're going to start off on Jolly Roger Pier. Here we got Bruce Greer with a nice red drum and a flounder. We've also got Mike and Caroline again with some black drum and speckled trout. You might remember them a couple weeks back with a really nice catch of Spanish mackerel that they had. Now we're going to Surf City Pier. Here we got Aiden with a nice flounder. We got Green Bean with a nice red drum. We got Landon with 2 black drum. We got Malcolm with a slot red. And we got Steven with a nice black drum. We're going to Seaview Pier. Here we got Eric, Tim, and Richard with a nice mess of Spanish that they caught. Here we got Victor with a citation Spanish mackerel. And here's Wesley's cooler spots. I told you they were catching a few spots. Now we'll go offshore. Captain John Cruz, a pelagic hunter. Here we've got a big old AJ and a young man. Here we got this nice group of folks with some kings. Got this group with a nice mixed bag. We're going to Captain Tommy Berry, and here is a fish box full of a mixed bag along with a mahi. That's some good eating right there, I'm telling you. Now we're going to go to Captain John Tedder of One More Cast, and here we got these 3 guys with a nice mixed bag. We got this group with a bunch of kings and mahi. We're going to Captain Bob of the Good to Go. These are near shore charters. Here we got 2 guys with a nice mixed bag.
Here you are, sir.
We got these 4 guys with a nice mixed bag. And here we got this family with a nice mixed bag. We're going to Bad Fish Charter with Captain Daniel, and then here we got a deck full of bottom fish. We got this lovely lady with a nice mahi. Got this little fella here with a mahi. We got this gentleman here with a nice king and a little boy hiding down in the bottom. We go on to Justified Charters. Here we got 4 guys with a large catch of mahi. We got this fella and this lady with a nice mixed bag from the bottom. And here we got another mixed bag on the deck. Now we're going to real cranky charters with Steve and Davis, and here we got one guy, or we got this gentleman here with two lovely ladies with a nice mixed bag with mahi and trigger. That looked like a good day. We got two ladies with two grouping, and we got four guys with a mixed bottom bag, and we had this lovely lady with a nice mahi. Now we're going to go inshore. We got Captain Alan Jernigan, Breadman Ventures, and this family with a mess of gig flounder. We got this gentleman with a nice red. We got this fellow with a nice red. We're going to Captain Chad Davis, the Lucky Dog Guide Service, and here we got Chad, who fished the Eric Powell inshore tournament. Eric was a legendary fisherman in our area on the inshore stuff. He was taken way too early, and we miss him. We wish he was back, and his name lives on with this tournament. And it looks like Captain Chad did a good job. And here we got this little fella here with a nice red drum. We got this fella with a nice flounder. We got this lady with a nice red drum. We're going to Chadwick Crawford, and we got these three guys with some reds. We got this young lady with a red. Got this family with a mess of reds. And we got granddad and grandson with a couple reds on the trip. We're going to Captain Gene Garris of Gigabyte, and here we got these two ladies with three flounder. We got these three guys with a mess. And we got these four guys with a mess of flounder. We're going to Captain Jason Dale of Silver Spoon Guide Service, and here we got two girls with a nice red drum. Jason managed to get his kids out on the water. He took them fishing, and they did a good job catching some nice reds. We're going to Captain John Tedder of One More Cast, and here we got this family with a nice flounder. We got John and this man with a nice flounder on the gig. We're going to Captain Mike Opegard, Native Son Guide Service, and here we got two ladies with some reds. We got this family with some Spanish. We got these kids with some Spanish. We got this gentleman with a nice red drum. We're going to Ray Britton of Springtide Guide Service. We got these three fellas here with a nice limit of reds and a limit of Spanish. That looks like a real good day. We got this fella here with a nice black drum. We got this gentleman with a nice flounder. We're going to Outcast Guide Service, Captain Steve, and here we got this gentleman with a nice speckled trout. This fellow with a nice red drum. And Captain Steve likes to fill the well up with speckled trout right there. And on the Bonnie Cape, we got little Mr. Nicholas with some sea bass and snapper, as long as they send me the picture. First off, I want to say thank you to AFTCO for giving me all the great gear that they give me. Keeps you cool, keeps you dry, easy to clean up. They really put a lot of thought into the clothing that they make. I want to tell everybody thank you for coming out to our Cersei Youth Fishing Tournament. I'm working on putting a video together for it right now. Mr. Wyatt was our winner again this year for the second time. I'm thoroughly impressed. He caught a really nice toadfish, which you'll see in that video if you want to take a look at it. Also, we got some sales coming up, guys. We are going to buy 2 t-shirts, get 1 free. That would be performance tees included. We're also going to have 25% off of beach toys, towels, water shoes, and hats. So, and also right now, just setting up out there, we've got Fisherman's Post setting up for the Topsail Inshore Challenge. And there's Gary out there hanging some stuff. Hey, Gary!
Hello!
All right, yeah. So we're going to have a great weekend, guys. It's definitely a weekend to come fishing. So you guys come on down here and see us at East Coast Sports.
Get some.
Yeah, cooler's full of fish, there ain't nobody fretting, no, it's hey buddy, have you heard the news? King mackerel and the blues are running all along the coast. Talk about fishing, you can't give the fish away. Everybody's lucky, October and the moon is coming, but the clouds won't give up the ghost. Oh, let the good weather hold one more day. Let the good weather hold. Let the good weather hold. Let the good weather hold. One more day.